Hello big beautiful world. Today we're going up in one of my all-time favourites in light of the Shavrov the other night. I'm going up in their first effort, the A1 Design Bureau's STA, Ryan STA. Just going up for a couple of touch and goes out of my beloved Tooradin down here in sunny Victoria. Let's get up in the air, eh? So we have had a bit of cloud. There we go, and we're away. Hello Edwina May, you're looking good today. We've just got a break in the clouds at the moment. It was sunny and then it got cloudy and now it's sunny up again. Look, I hope you're all well. We're not going to dick about too much up here today. I just wanted to get up in this beastie because I do like it. It's one of the liveries I pulled down. One of the Dutch liveries by the look of things, the races. Had it for a while. Loved this from day one. This is one of the aircraft I relied on heavily when I took it around Australia in various stages. Great fun. Very hands-on. Actually, should make it. There we go. Get it on the main. Yeah, you got to watch yourself in it at all times. It's really, really sweet little aircraft to get about in. You feel everything. So, just a weekly, because I haven't actually got anything else besides that Shavrov the other day, and I've got the Clipper to take up. Oh God, I've got so many bloody aircraft to get about in. But I do see that the Alouette has dropped today, the French Alouette. And it looks to be based on the old Sikorsky S4, one of the earliest of the Western designs. Certainly I think the S4 was the first to seek service during World War II for Sikorsky. I should stop saying shouldn't I really? But I can't be bothered. So, I won't buy the Alouette yet. I'm going to keep my eye on that. It does have the native MSFS, so you don't need the what is it, the airspeed thing, the FS, you know, that we used to have for the helicopters for the Bell and the Robinson and so on. So it is native for MSFS, which is good. Ah, you're pouring on the colour today. Beautiful, beautiful. Gippsland, south of Melbourne. Melbourne's up there. Our one. Looking down towards Mount Martha and Mount Eliza as we approach Tooradin. But yeah, so the Alouette's coming out. Like I said, I'll be keeping an eye on it because I want to see how that stands up. It's definitely a heli I'd like to get to know, but I'm still in love with the Mini 500. I still think that's a great little beastie to birdle about in and to get my confidence up on rotary wings. One of the other ones I'm looking forward to is the, I see Cockspur coming out with the HE162. Now I don't know how many of you cats acquired it. They did the Mustang, the Jet. But they also did the Schulglider, the School Glider Skullcracker, SG-38, World War II or pre-Second World War glider. And that's great fun. You've got to turn collision off, but it's seriously cool fun to get about in. If you're up in the Alps or up over the Pyrenees or whatever, it's seriously good fun to get about in. So I can highly recommend from Cockspur the SG-38. I had a ball in that. 36 or 38? I think it's the 38. So the Alouette, oh yeah, that's right. They're releasing the Heinkel 162, the Spatz, the Sparrow, or Volksjäger, People's Hunter, born of desperation. I think it was less than 8 weeks all up from flying, from drawing board to flight. Had a lot of issues with it. It's supposed to be one of, you know, the so-called not wonder weapons, but definitely one of, you know, the so-called not wonder weapons, but definitely one of, you know, the so-called not wonder weapons, but definitely one of, you know, the so-called not wonder weapons, but definitely one of, you know, the so-called not wonder weapons, but definitely one of, you know, the so-called not wonder weapons, but definitely one of Come on, Bubba. Bit of bounce. Let's get back up in the air, eh? That was pretty crap. Yeah, so the Folks there go. It does look good, much like the old Dragon kit. You can actually open up the cowlings to see the Junkers Humo 3 underneath that powered it, stuck on top. It'll be interesting to see. You've got the twin fin, which was the real release, but they did actually, I believe, and don't quote me on it because hence my name, the Flying Liar. I make crap up all the time. But actually, you know what truth is? I don't think I make that much up. It's just somehow the memory retains all this stuff because we all love aircraft. Otherwise we wouldn't be mucking around in the sim, I don't think. We didn't sort of have this ability to sponge all that information up. But that being said, there was a V-tail version, like the V35, like the Bonanza. There was actually a V-tail version. Also, as with most aircraft projects, especially wartime projects, or directives, projects coming down from the government of the era, these aircraft weren't in isolation. I think the competitor was the HS-132, the Henschel 132, where the pilot laid prone, and the prone, laid down and flew the aircraft that way. So not as UFO-ish as you might think. They actually did have one that the Russians captured at the end of the war. But it was to counter G-force, because the HS-132 was going to be a dive bomber specifically to that end. And so it's going to be interesting if they ever get around to releasing that, or the V-tail 162. And I know I'm dreaming when I say, it'd be nice to have, but it would be good. I'd like to see the properties of the V-tail 162. But yeah, so that's about it. I'm looking forward to the 162. I'm keeping an eye on the Alouette. Haven't bought the ATR 142 at the moment. As much as I love it, and I know it's a, what do we call it? Not study level aircraft. I forget the term that they use for it. But yeah, as much as it's near study level or whatever, and I hear all the mixed reviews like everyone else, it's just probably not an aircraft I'm going to fly. I'll grab it because it's $20 Australian, but it's just not an aircraft I'm going to get about in. I much prefer these, even for longer flights, strangely enough. Or if I want the longer flights, I'll grab the Hawker Hunter or the Fuga Magister, or a lot of different beasties to get about in. But that's not to undermine the brilliance of and the sheer volumes of headaches and hard work that have gone into creating the 142 or any of the other stuff. I know it's kind of indefensible to defend guys or teams like Captain Sim or whatever, but the truth of it is that they too put in their work. No matter what offense or defense we all put up, they do put in a lot of work on those external models. It's just, in the case of the latter, it's just a case that they don't partner up with somebody to, I don't know, like Gottfriends or whoever, to actually build a genuinely amazing aircraft, because they get the external modelling beautiful. But I think Cockspur's going to do a bang-up job with the 162 when it's released, that's for sure. I hope so, because like I said, I love the little school glider. I think it's really cool. Did I get the Mustang? I'm not sure if I got the Mustang. Might even put this down on the grass next to the runway. This is actually a grass runway that's in use down at Tooradin. Specifically, oddly enough, for aircraft like this, these older ones with might have had the the what do they call it? Not the tail wheel. Oh god, my mind is bloody slipping. Much better. Much healthier. Alright, we'll slow it down enough to bring her into park. That's about it. So yeah, I haven't got the ATR 142 yet. I'll probably get it eventually, only for the sake of having it. just, yeah, unfortunately I don't think it'll be my bag, or hasn't been my bag to date. But let's see if it's the one to convince me otherwise. The Alouette is looking good, but it looks like it needs some work. Again, hats off to the teams for doing it, because it's no easy feat. It really isn't. And you look around and the combination of the hardware and software, even this freeware, this Jordan James freeware, to put that little freighter in there to represent the Edwina May. And this is freeware, mind you. So, all of you cats, keep doing what you're doing. Even when I get the shits with you all, if you break my heart with something, I think you're doing an amazing job. Thank you. I will defers go on buying all the amazing stuff you all come out with. Alright, so hop on the brakes. Cool. See if we can knock the... There we go. Bring it back to 0. Come on, kid. That's what I wanted. Mags off. That's the run of it, I think. Bang, bang. Nice and easy. Thought we had the parker on. Here we do. Alright, big beautiful world. Actually, let's hop out one last time and have a look at the paint job. So even though FS Realistic has taken the leaving aircraft somewhat suspended, that's a pretty darn cool paint job. If I think of it, I'll leave a link to them all. If you haven't got the Coxburr STA or the new Shavrov or the Chiltern from a few weeks back, for what it's worth, I highly recommend all three. They're great bang for the buck. They look stunning, and they all have the most important to me, like the Brown or the Weddell Williams, which are freeware by the way, the B2 Brown up on .to, just search for it, and Weddell Williams also, all of the same vintage, and the Shepard's DH Dragon, DH88 freeware, but this I think clocks in at about no more than $15 Oz now, and it's great fun, seriously cool fun to fly about in. Alright, big beautiful world, stay safe, stay sane, have a fantastic weekend, love ya, see ya, bye.